All right, thanks for coming back to part 2 so that we can learn how to solve these systems of equations using the graphing calculator. Now I have TI-84 up here, but it will work for the TI-83 as well. Both follow the same instruction. So we're going to start again by using this system of equation this time. And to begin with, we need to get to the matrix feature of our calculator, and we do that by hitting second math, and that will pull up the matrix feature. This will show up on your screen, and your names will be highlighted. Initially, I need you to use your right arrow to come over to edit. We need to create a matrix to put these values in. Go ahead and just select number 1, which is A. We're just going to name this matrix A, and it really doesn't matter if you use B, C, or D. I'm just going to choose A because it's fast and easy, and it's just right there. Now, once you get here, we need to define our matrix or choose the order of our matrix. This 3 represents row, and the 4 is by column. So we have a 3 by 4 matrix, which is row by column. It's 3 rows because we have 3 equations, 4 columns because we take each term plus the other side of the equal sign. That's called an augmented matrix, which we'll study when we look into matrices a little more. But we've now created a little matrix here on our screen. Now we need to fill in each of those values. They were all zeros, and we do that by taking the coefficient of each term. So on our first equation, the coefficient of x is 3. So we're going to put a 3 in and hit enter, and it'll pop you right over here to this next one. Put in a -4, hit enter, and it'll put you to 2, so on and so forth. And you're just going to keep doing that, and that cursor will pop wherever it needs you to be. And when you get it all filled out, we're going to return back to our home screen, and you do that. The home screen is just, we're getting out of the matrix feature. You're going to go to the home screen by hitting second quit. And when you do that, it will pull up this screen again. And now this time, instead of selecting edit, we're going to select math, the middle option. And it will bring up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down. So keep using your down arrow to scroll to B. So after you get to 10, it's going to go A, B. We need B, which is R, R, E, F. You're going to hit enter, and it will pop it onto your home screen, just like it shows right here. So you had a blank home screen. Now you have R, R, E, F with 1 parenthesis. And now what we need to do is name the parenthesis. Name the matrix. What matrix did we just create? So we're going to hit second math, which brings us back to matrix. Select A because that's what we named it. Now you might have named it B, C, or D. So you're going to put in this parenthesis whatever you named it. Close your parenthesis. And we have just solved our system of equation that fast. So x is 2, y is -1, and z is 4. And you know that you have the answer if those ones are lined up in a diagonal. This is called an identity matrix. And when we study matrices, I'll really show you the in-depth reasoning behind this, but for now I just need you to understand that if those lines are in a diagonal, if those ones are in a line diagonally, that you do have an answer, and that is your answer x, y, and z. And then if those do not line up, you do not have a solution. And so it's important that they line up, but we will study further what happens if they don't and how you can find a solution. All right, if you would like these links, if you'll go into your video description, I've activated the links there so that you can have access to those resources. Thank you for learning how to use a graphing calculator, and hope that it has helped you. Have a great day.